Have you ever realized the hard truths about aging that most seniors never face until it's too late? The ones that separate those who live with peace and purpose from those who spend their later years trapped in regret, loneliness, and bitterness. Aging isn't just about the number of candles on your cake. It's about how your mind, habits, and choices evolve with time. Yet too many people reach their 70s or 80s still clinging to illusions that quietly steal their joy. In this video, we're going to uncover 5 aging truths, music, every senior must know if they want to live their later years with clarity, peace, and fulfillment. These are the realities that no one tells you. But once you understand them, your whole perspective on aging, and on life itself, will change. Each truth reveals something deeper about the human experience, how we think, how we love, and how we adapt when time begins to take things away. But here's the beauty. You can learn these lessons now without waiting for pain to teach them the hard way. So stay tuned until the end, because you'll discover how accepting these truths doesn't make life heavier, it makes it lighter. It gives you freedom, wisdom, and the quiet strength that only comes when you stop fighting time and start walking with it. Now, let's begin. Number 1, the truth about time and how it silently changes your priorities. One of the first truths about aging that most people never realize until it's too late is that time doesn't just pass, it rewires what matters most to you. When you're younger, you chase achievements, money, approval, and goals that seem urgent. But after 70, you begin to see that most of those things were temporary distractions, not sources of lasting peace. Time has a way of stripping away everything unnecessary. You start noticing that you don't need as many possessions as you once thought. This isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's your soul's natural process of decluttering, of shifting from quantity to quality. But here's where many seniors get trapped. They keep measuring their lives by the wrong yardstick. They look at what they've lost instead of what they've gained. They compare their present energy to their past vigor, forgetting that wisdom and presence are worth far more than speed or success. It's not about running the race anymore. It's about enjoying the view. Time, when you understand it deeply, becomes your ally, not your enemy. It teaches you that peace comes from alignment, not accumulation. A slower life can be a richer one, but only if you stop fighting the rhythm of time and start walking with it. Think of it like a river. In youth, you paddle fast, trying to get somewhere. But as you age, you begin to realize the current was carrying you all along. The real joy comes when you stop paddling so hard and start noticing the beauty along the banks, the people you love, the memories you've made, and the quiet satisfaction of simply being here. The truth about time is that it's not stealing your life, it's revealing it. The more you resist it, the more pain you feel. The more you embrace it, the freer you become. When you finally stop saying, "I wish I were younger," and start saying, "I'm grateful. I've made it this far." That's when aging stops feeling like loss and starts feeling like arrival. Music. 2, the truth about relationships and emotional independence. As we grow older, one of the hardest truths to face is that people drift away. Sometimes by choice, sometimes by life's natural flow. Friends pass on, families move, children get busy, and the circle that once felt full starts to shrink. Many seniors feel this as an emotional earthquake, but from how deeply you know yourself when you stand alone. Most people spend their first 60 or 70 years depending on others for emotional validation, spouses, children, coworkers, or friends. Then one day, the calls slow down. The house grows quiet, and you're left face to face with yourself. For many, that moment feels unbearable. But for those who understand this truth, it becomes liberating. It's the point when you learn to anchor your happiness internally instead of externally. Emotional independence doesn't mean you stop loving others. It means you stop depending on them to feel whole. You begin to find comfort in silence, joy in solitude, and confidence in your own company. You realize that being alone is not the same as being lonely. It's in those quiet hours that you rediscover forgotten music, passions, reflect on your life's journey, and reconnect with your soul, music, in ways that were impossible when life was noisy and crowded. Think of it like this. Music. Emotional independence is like strengthening the foundation of a house. When storms come, and they will, the structure doesn't crumble because it no longer leans entirely on the outside walls. You've built an inner core that stands strong no matter who stays or leaves. It's natural to miss people. It's human to wish things were like they used to be. But when you learn to sit comfortably with yourself, when you can fill your own space with music, purpose and gratitude, that's when you gain the kind of freedom that even youth can't buy. Music, it's not about isolation. It's about self-reliance of the heart. This is the emotional maturity that turns aging from fear into power. Because once you know that your peace depends on you alone, no amount of change can take it away. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Music, your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 3, the truth about health and the illusion of control. Another truth that most seniors struggle to accept is that aging humbles the body, no matter how careful you've been. You can eat well, exercise faithfully, and follow every health rule in the book, but sooner or later, your body begins to whisper, and then shout, that it's changing. The mistake many older adults make is treating this as a personal failure, music, as if they've done something wrong. But aging isn't punishment, it's proof that you've lived. The human body was never designed for permanence. It's a remarkable vessel meant to carry you through the chapters of your life. But every chapter leaves its mark. The aches, the slower steps, the softer muscles, they're not signs of weakness, but of survival. Every scar, every wrinkle, every gray hair is your body's way of saying, I've been through storms, and I'm still here. But denial leads to misery. The people who suffer most in later life are those who keep fighting reality. Instead of working with it, they cling to their younger selves, trying to run the same miles or lift the same weights they did decades ago, refusing to adapt. In doing so, they create frustration and even, music, injury. On the other hand, those who understand that health in later years is about harmony, not perfection, find deep peace. True health after 70 isn't about chasing youth. It's about protecting vitality. Music. It's walking a little slower, but longer, eating not to look good, but to feel good, sleeping deeply, breathing fully, and caring for the body you have, rather than grieving the one you used to. When you stop demanding that your body perform miracles and instead treat it as your oldest, most loyal friend, life becomes lighter. Gratitude replaces resentment. Self-care becomes an act of love, not fear. A man named Harold, age 83, once said, I stopped trying to be who I was at 40 and started being grateful that I can still walk to the park. That simple shift in mindset changed everything for him. He didn't lose energy. He gained, music, peace. He learned that while the body might slow down, the heart and mind can still grow stronger every day. The truth about health is this: control is an illusion. But care is not. You can't stop time, but you can choose how you meet it. When you honor your body with kindness instead of criticism, you'll find that aging doesn't take away your strength. It simply teaches you a new kind of it. Number 4, the truth about purpose and the quiet danger of retirement. One of the most overlooked truths about aging is that the end of work often feels like the end of purpose. For decades, your sense of identity is tied to what you do, your career, your role, your usefulness. Then one day, it stops. You wake up with nowhere to be, no deadlines, and no one expecting anything from you. For a while, it feels freeing. But slowly, a quiet emptiness starts to grow. That's because purpose is not just something, music, you had. It's something the human spirit always needs. Many people think retirement is the finish line. But in reality, it's a new beginning that few prepare for emotionally. The reason so many seniors fall into depression or apathy, music, is not because they're tired. It's because they stop feeling needed. The body slows down, yes, but mentoring a young neighbor, teaching your grandchildren how to cook, writing down your memories, tending to a garden, or even smiling at the person who delivers your mail. Every act of giving, no matter how small, tells your mind that you still, music, matter. And that feeling is what keeps your spirit alive. Research has shown that people who maintain a sense of purpose after retirement live longer, think sharper, and recover faster from illness. It's not just psychology, it's biology. Purpose fuels your immune system, strengthens your heart, and keeps your brain alert. The reason is simple. The human body thrives when it has something to look forward to. But here's the mistake most people make. They keep searching for their old purpose instead of allowing a new one to take shape. You may no longer be the breadwinner, but you can be the storyteller. You may not run a business, but you can guide those who do. You may not lead meetings, but you can lead by example through patience, kindness, music, and wisdom. Aging gracefully means shifting your sense of purpose from performance to presence. You don't have to prove your worth anymore. You only need to express it. When you start each day asking, "Who can I help?" or "What small thing can I make better today?" life instantly feels bigger again. Purpose gives you a reason to get up, a reason to smile, and a reason to keep growing. Without it, time becomes heavy. But with it, even the simplest days carry a quiet joy. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 5, the truth about acceptance and emotional freedom. Acceptance is not giving up, it's growing up. After 70, life becomes a masterclass in letting go. You start to realize that peace doesn't come from changing everything around you, but from changing how you respond, music, to it. The aches, the losses, the memories, they don't disappear, but your relationship to them can transform completely. Many people mistake acceptance for surrender. Music, they think, if I accept things as they are, I'm just settling. But true acceptance is the opposite of defeat. It's power. It's the moment you stop wasting energy fighting what you can't control and start using that energy to nurture what you can. It's saying, "This is my life, with all its scars, lessons, and beauty, and I will live it fully." Acceptance gives you freedom in every area. When you stop resisting the past, music, you find peace. When you stop fearing the future, you find presence. And when you stop judging the present, you find gratitude. You begin to see that even the challenges of old age, the slower pace, the smaller circle, the quiet days, hold their own sacred rhythm. Think about it this way. Life is like a book you've spent decades writing. At some point, the story begins to slow. There are fewer new characters, fewer surprises, music, but more depth, more meaning in each line. The goal isn't to rewrite the story. It's to read it again with appreciation, music, for every chapter that got you here. The most peaceful elders are not the ones who avoided pain, but the ones who made peace with it. Music, they've stopped asking, "Why did this happen to me?" and started saying, "What did this teach me?" That shift from resentment to reflection turns suffering into wisdom. Acceptance doesn't mean you stop dreaming. It simply means the truth is, you don't age into misery, you age into meaning if you allow yourself to. And the doorway to that meaning is acceptance. Because when you stop trying to rewrite time, you finally get to live in it. You begin to notice the small joys that were always there, the sound of birds in the morning, the warmth of sunlight on your hands, the feeling of still being alive and grateful for it. Music, that's what aging gracefully truly means. It's not about pretending everything's fine. It's about knowing that even if it isn't, you will be. Final thoughts. As we wrap up this video, music, take a moment to reflect on the 5 truths we've explored today. Which one spoke to you the most? Was it time, relationships, health, purpose, or acceptance? Understanding these truths isn't just about surviving old age. It's about mastering it. Aging isn't punishment. It's a privilege denied to many. Each wrinkle is a story. Each gray hair is a victory. Each sunrise you see is another chance to grow wiser, softer, and freer. When you stop fighting the natural flow of time and start aligning with it, aging becomes less about loss and more about becoming fully, yourself. So today, choose gratitude over regret, presence over comparison, and peace over perfection. The life you have right now is still yours to shape, one thought, one habit, one small act of love at a time. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire.